Dear friends, good afternoon. Today is Monday, the beginning of the work week. For many, they are doing their work differently from home. Unfortunately, many are not working. And this is a time during our inspiration series, Judaism, the rest of the story, where I want to address something that is very crucial and very important for all of us, and that is a question that we may be asking: where is God? Look at what's going on around the world. The entire world has been brought to a halt. Activity has stopped. Movement has stopped. Kids are not going to school anymore. Even if they do online, it's still very different. There's so many things that are so different. Jews cannot congregate in the shul anymore. And these are the things we brought up and again, and people are questioning what will be Passover, the most beautiful traditional holiday when the families come together, and families will not be able to be together this Passover as a full family unit. So the question is, where is God in this picture? Where is He? And I am talking to you as a believer. God is not only aware of what's going on, God is the creator of the world, the master of the world, but where is God? How is something like this happening? How is He allowing this to happen? So I want to share with you a perspective today of how we view what is actually going on. There is a verse in the book of Deuteronomy, in the portion of Nitzavim, where it talks about how the Jewish people at some point will not be worthy of holding on to the temple and being in Israel, and we'd end up in the exile. And it says, V'shav Hashem Elokecha Shvuscha, and God will return with the captives, referring to the Jewish people. The God will return with us. And the foremost commentator of the Torah, Rashi, questions, why does it not say V'heshiv, that God will cause to return? Why does it say that God will return with the captives? And he tells us something that's very, very deep and powerful and important for all of us to know. That when we are in exile, God is in exile as well. Whatever situation we, the Jewish people, His people, are going through, God goes through the exact situation. When we suffer, God suffers. When we don't have a minyan in synagogue, God is missing the minyan in synagogue. When a particular Jew is suffering, God is suffering. When humanity is suffering, God is suffering with him. God is in it with us. Why? It's not because someone else has greater control than God. And this is not a class about faith. It is that God put us in this situation for whatever reason He feels it's important. And that's what we're trying to endeavor to strengthen ourselves in these times in areas that we can. And hopefully that will affect our lives for the better in the future. But God goes through our pain. When we are in pain, God is in pain. You know, when a parent punishes a child or disciplines a child, a good parent is in pain when they see what the child has to go through, the discipline, the punishment, but they still put them through the discipline and punishment. I'm not saying that God is punishing us today, but whatever we are going through, God is with us. The pain that we feel of not being able to be together, of not being able to behave in the proper Jewish ways of social activity, and the pain of someone losing their job and not being able to put food on their table, especially getting close to the Passover holiday, all of the pains that we have, God is with us. And as the rabbis had coined it and said it in 3 words, Imo anochi bitzara, that when you're in pain, God is in pain with us. And this is so important for us to know, that what we're going through may be painful. It is not bad. It's God's plan. And we will get out of it. And we'll get out of it better and stronger. Hopefully the coming of Mashiach very quickly in our days. But the pain is felt by God as well. He is with us in the pain. And that is a great comfort for us to know that we're not abandoned. God is here with us and holding on to us. Just to finish off with the well-known story about a fellow who passed away and goes to heaven. and they show him his life in the form of footsteps, and he sees that throughout his life there were two sets of footsteps. But then he noticed that at the most difficult times in his life, there was only one set of footsteps. And he turns to the judge in heaven, God, and he says, God, how is it that you abandoned me in the most difficult times? I understand you were walking along with me throughout my life, but why, when it was difficult, weren't you there with me? So God says, you have it all wrong. During those difficult times, not only was I with you, but I was actually carrying you. That's why there's one set of footsteps. Not only is God with us, He's carrying us, and this will give us the strength to go on, to make through it. And may it turn around quickly, and I believe it will turn around much quicker than people think. And may it happen quickly in our days. So with this, I leave you to have a great day, and remember, God is with you, carrying us on His shoulders. Shalom, great day.